What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one and only Ash Brown, and this is Ash Brown Uncensored. On this program, I talk a little bit about everything. It may be pop culture related, but it's probably Ash Brown related. So you gotta stay tuned to see what I'm gonna talk about. Okay, so I've been in my nostalgic bag lately, thinking about yesteryear and all those things. And I was wondering, for those of you out there listening that grew up in like the 90s and all that stuff, did everybody ever participate in a three-way call attack? Like a full-on three-way call, full-on attack, ambush even. We'll even say that it's a three-way call ambush because that's what happened. And when I talk about that, I'm talking about be on the phone with someone and that person is completely and totally unaware that there is somebody else on the line because you've done a three-way call so that the extra person can actually hear what the conversation is. And should they choose to jump? I don't know. Maybe was it just my school that was doing it? I don't know. But it's just kind of like a sneaky way to kind of eavesdrop and just be put into conversations that maybe perhaps they wouldn't have around you. Okay, so case in point. So when I was in school, and this is grade school, elementary, and right around the time that everybody started going through hormones and girls are having their periods and all these things. So now we're kind of looking at our classmates he's fine, or he's cute, or I like his smile, stuff like that. And the little boys are starting to look at us a little differently also. So I had a friend that was very well connected with everyone. She was down. She was so cool. We had a similar background. I believe she was either born in Jamaica or she was first generation like me, born here in the States. But either way, that was one of the things that really bonded us together because there was so much to talk about. And it was so awesome to have a person that I could share those ideas with that understood, totally got it. And so at this point, I want to say it was either 5th or 6th grade. I don't remember which one. So I was 11 or 12-ish. And everyone is starting to pair up with other people and sending the cutesy notes. Ooh, I like you. Do you like me too? Respond yes, no, maybe, all of that stupid stuff, right? And there was a boy that I had a crush on, I done went through puberty and I'm like, you know what? He's looking kind of cute. He's looking kind of nice. Okay, you know what? I wouldn't mind if he asked me. And I don't know, at 12, I was not looking for a full-on date or something. I just wanted to know that he liked me, and that was basically going to be it for me. So my friend, who was so connected with everyone and everything and all the circles and who likes this and who likes that. And honestly, I don't know how much of a friend she really was because she could have been playing a double agent, y'all. She told me that the guy said that I was cute and he wanted to ask me out. So, of course, the guy that I like says that I'm cute. Oh my gosh, that's top billing. But I don't know if that was true or that she had set me up for an L, a public L. So she's like, look, we're going to do a three-way call. So between her and another one of my friends wanted to be on the call because they wanted to listen. They wanted to just, we were scoping in, what was this guy all about? And she's like, look, you call old girl and she's going to call me and I'm going to call him because that's how, three-way works. And so I was like, okay, cool. We're going to call and she's going to have this full-on conversation with this guy and get him to say that he liked me. Or who knows, maybe she was being dirty and just wanted to, start a fire. So we get home and we get to calling. So I call my first homegirl. She calls the main chick. The main chick is like, look, y'all, okay, so I'm about to call him. Y'all just be quiet. Because at this point, mute was not necessarily a thing. And you just had to be on the phone and just be quiet. Like, I don't think our phones really, I don't think it had mute because there was really no, I won't say there's necessarily no use for it, but it wasn't a thing. Mute was not a thing. So we were just like, having the phone to our head and like moving it away from our mouth. So, they obviously can't hear us breathe. So 3 of us girls and the main chick calls the guy. She gets to calling him and talking, and they're like flirting and stuff. And I'm like, okay, she flirting with my man. Now it made me look at you like you a double agent. Like, I don't know if I trust you fully. And they're talking and he's laughing and they're having jokes and stuff. And then she starts to ask him about all these different girls. And then she brings up my name and she's like, well, what do you think about Ashley? Do you think do you like Ashley? Da, 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 da. And he says, well, she's nice, but I don't like fat girls. And I hit the roof, y'all. I completely disregarded being on the 3-way call and ambushed him right there. And then I jumped all the way in, y'all. I was like, what? You think I'm fat? Well, you ain't all that. You ain't all cute. I seen your clothes the other day. It was dirty. And I went off, all the way off. And that was the end of the 3-way calling because it made its way. That story made its way throughout school. And I had people asking me stuff and I just played down. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. But yeah, he never talked to me again, which is understandable. But don't be rude. And the thing about it is, I went off because feelings were hurt. Someone pointing out one of your insecurities, yeah, and as the reason why they don't like you, yeah. And I think he was kind of having a bit of a joke about it, and I don't like fat girls and da 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 da. And I went off. I went AWF. I went off on that 3-way ambush. That was a 3-way ambush, y'all. Good times. I'm sure that man has gone on with his life and may not even remember that story. But I do. I certainly do. Oh, the times we had in school. Something else, y'all. But anyways, I hope that you guys have a fantabulous, wonderful, blessed week ahead and that you're productive and you keep your peace. Maintain your peace because some people out in these streets, y'all, they want to disrupt what you got going on. Don't even give them the benefit of any of that doubt. But I will holler at y'all later. Deuces.